let's look at our 2.4, the change rule. Alright, if you have a function inside of a function, when you take derivatives, you take the derivative of the outside function first and then the derivative of the inside. The general power rule, if you have some function raised to some power, so you take an exponential up front and then the power is going to reduce by 1, and u here is a function, then you take derivative of u. Let's look at our first example here. I want to find derivative of this. So let me rewrite this as negative 5t plus 3 to the negative 3 because I bring it up. Now I'm going to use the general power rule here. Think of this as u and my n is negative 3. So I'll bring it up front. So my derivative would be 15 because 5 times 3 t plus 3. Now the degree will reduce by 1, so it's going to be negative 4. Negative 3 and negative 1 is negative 4. Then you can rewrite this as 15 over t plus 3 to the 4th power. Alright, let's look at the next one. I have f of x is equal to psi pi x. I want to take the derivative of this. So derivative of psi is cosine. And then I have this pi x. So derivative of that is pi. That is pi cosine pi x. Again, I apply the change rule here. Right? Now let's look at the next one. I'm going to take derivative of psi for x to the cube. So it's going to be 4 psi of 4x raised to the second because the degree will reduce by 1. And the derivative inside here is cosine 4x. I apply change rule twice. Derivative of 4x is 4. So it's should be 3 here. 12. 3 times 4 is 12. Sine square 4x cosine 4x. Okay. The next one I have x times this function, so I'm gonna apply product rule, right? So product rule, you're gonna have first time derivative of the second. The second, I'm gonna apply the general power rule. First time derivative of second, so I'm gonna have 3x minus 9 square. And then derivative inside here is 3. So first time derivative of the second plus second time derivative of the first, which is 1. Okay, first time derivative of second plus second time derivative of the first. Now these two terms, they share 3x minus 9 quantity square. This is what they share. Right, I'm going to factor that out. If I do that, I left with 9x. I have 3 of these. I take out 2 already. So I left with 3x minus 9. Right, so let's combine like term a little bit. Then I have 3x minus 9 quantity square plus time 12x minus 9. Alright, let's look at the next section.